anyway, so
Yes,
congrats.
that's so good that so many of us are recognized. I know Donna was number 15 most improved. Linda was
She's
um
number
number
12
12 ranked in Kansas, yeah.
in the
And
state.
then we're
And then Jessica,
number 9.
I was gonna say, you're number 9 in Colorado?
No, most improved.
Improved. I
Number
saw
9
that.
most
Yay,
improved.
Jessica.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thanks. It's
Okay,
good to see familiar faces on or familiar names on there.
now that we're live streaming, it is fun to see those familiar names. So Donna, tell us, okay, Jessica, run through all of those numbers that you have again.
Okay, Donna is number 15, most improved, her and her unit. Woohoo! Linda is number 12 in the state of Kansas. Woohoo! Jana is, what are you, number 15. And then
We're number 7 in Kansas and number 3 most improved.
woohoo! And then
Ooh,
Judy is number 2 in Colorado. Woohoo! Her and her unit. And then we are number 9 most improved.
so great.
And
And
ladies, I'm going to look it up because numbers weren't updated yet. But last time I checked, Lori Parks is in the number 2 position in the Emerald Go Give in sales for the year.
Yay, good for her.
Good
Wow.
for her.
And
Awesome.
she's like, wait a minute. I know, Lori, we didn't even have a chance to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's exciting.
it is exciting. But I am going to I'm going to look on Recognition Central here within the next 3 minutes to see if they've updated for this last month.
Always the last thing they update.
I've noticed that. That takes
Annoying.
a little bit longer, which honestly, you know what? What is today, the 3rd?
Yeah.
That
it
is
went fast.
It is so fast that when other things go fast, then we expect everything to go fast, don't we?
Yes, ma'am.
It's usually longer, but this month it was fast. It's usually not up
Yes,
till like the
I know.
15th.
I think it's all because of all this new technology that they're doing.
I think so too.
And it was so fast. Like the very next day, I got up at 8 o'clock, and I was on my computer looking for the scoreboard and what my check was going to be and all that stuff, and it was gone because and didn't even think to go look at the reports that usually aren't available until the 7th or 8th. So
Right. It's crazy. Okay. I have a new team member that I would like to announce, even though she's not on here. Jara Steele back on my team. And then Lori Parks. I know that your team member may not be on here, but she might be watching the replay. Lori, do you want to tell us, introduce us to your newest team member as of today?
Yeah. Yes, her name is Marae Miller, and she is a business owner in downtown Marysville. And she was a consultant at one time, and she joined back up on my team today.
Nice.
So she'll be good. Yeah.
It's great.
Super. Love that. Love that. Love having cosmetologists. Welcome, Jean. Welcome, Stephanie, Lisa, Allison Diva Carter, Patty Lovejoy, Jenny Haustenberg, Gina Huber, of course, Donna, Judy, Megan, Jessica, and Joyce, and the amazing Lori Parks. Stephanie King. Welcome, Stephanie. Stephanie, there's Alex Beluso. I bet that is actually not Alex Beluso. I bet that's Diane Beluso. And so, yay, Diane. Okay. Allison, did you see numbers? You had one of your girls was really close to the top 3. She was like this close to be in top 3. So hot diggity dog, ladies. I love that we have driven women on here. I love that y'all are businesswomen. Hello, Laura. Hello, Sherry Rice.
Okay. All right. Usually they don't start right on time, but I guess they did today. Hello. I'll call you when I'm done.
Hi.
Hi,
Okay.
Santa. I love you.
Hi there. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello, hon. Hi, hon. I'm not gonna come on camera. I'm not feeling too well this evening.
Okay,
But I'm on here, but I'm not gonna come on camera.
thank you very much.
Okay. I hope you all are well.
Okay, now Sherry,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sherry, just in case you're in the top
Yes,
three,
ma'am.
can we still hear you speak tonight if you're in the top three?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, that
That's
sounds good.
fine.
All right, welcome Betsy, welcome Mary Ann, welcome Michelle. All right, who else we have? Oh, Deidre, we've got a lot of amazing ladies joining us. Teresa, Vernon. Hey, we're so excited to have you all on here. Okay, it's 7:01. It's time to get this party started. And so, ladies, we are going to I want to welcome you tonight, and then I'm gonna give the announcements. Okay, so there are lots of exciting things coming soon, but I don't think that we really have anything new to announce right now. So we're going to have a conversation tonight during our announcements about a couple of different things. First off, we are halfway to Star Consultant for quarter number 2. Who on here is super excited to become a Star Consultant? In the comments, in the chat, I would love for you to comment of what your favorite thing was about being a star last quarter. Did you attend the star celebration party, maybe with your sales director, on fashion, or what was it that if you had to tell a girlfriend, don't miss out on being a star consultant, what would you tell her? Okay, so put that in the comments. I'm seeing some already. Okay, so we did something fun with our unit about fashion, and I would not miss being a star because that's so good. And it changed the way that I'm dressing. It's making me feel more fashionable. It's making me feel more confident because I'm dressing differently. Looking so peaceful and happy. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Yes, this is a new office. Do you like it? Does it look professional? Thank you very much. I'm loving my new office. So anyway, lots of hard work went into that this weekend. Okay, love the web sales list, the points, the fashion video, the prizes. It's all so good. The Star Promenade at the fall. Love celebrating those stars. And the recognition is nice, and you can be proud of what you accomplish. Yes, Star is 1,800 wholesale in 1 quarter. This Star quarter does end on the 15th, so we are right smack dab in the middle. Points, we have special breakfast meeting. If you're a star, that's awesome. I love that. Yes, Chase Adventure. Absolutely, Gina. And on the other wall, it says Adventure awaits. It's waiting for me to get on the phone and book the appointments and make the calls because we are going places. Okay, so many people are already stars. Okay, thank you so much for the kudos on the office. Okay, so next thing that we want to talk about. Ladies, my name this year is Jana. Raise the bar Strunk. It's time to raise the bar. It's time to raise the bar in how I work. It's time to raise the bar in how I look. It's time to raise the bar in how my office looks. It's time to raise the bar in how we show up. It's time to raise the bar in our Mary Kay businesses. Would you agree?
Yep.
Yes.
Is there a downside to raising the bar? No, there is not. So I want to talk just with everyone about this. It's really, really important. So, just some tips when you come on a Zoom. If Mary Kay Ash or her grandson Ryan Rogers were to come on our Zoom, of course, with Mary Kay were to come on, you'd say, is heaven like, is she, yeah. What happened? Because Mary Kay is in heaven. But if Ryan Rogers, if we were to invite Ryan Rogers on our Zoom, how would you be dressed? How would your lighting be? How would you be focused on the meeting? Or would you be cooking supper or brushing your teeth. What about the angle? Would we be looking up your nose? Or would we be looking at a ceiling fan? What would that look like, you guys? I want you to think about that for a minute. Now I want you to think about this. If you were to walk into a boardroom to represent your company, your organization, because you are a business owner. If you were to walk in, if the Chamber of Commerce in your local town asked you to come and be part of their meeting, how would you walk in to that boardroom? What would you be wearing? What would you smell like? Would you have your Mary Kay makeup on? Okay, that's right. So that's how I believe that we should be raising the bar to show up at our Mary Kay meetings on Monday nights. Okay? Because you know what? We're going to start having some guests. So every once in a while, we'll have a guest speaker popping on. And don't we want to represent Mary Kay in the best way possible? Am I right? Okay. Another thing for you to think about. I was always told that you want to look the part before you earn the part. So what do you want to do? Do you want to be a star consultant? Do you want to be a red jacket? Do you want to be an independent sales director? Do you want to be a national sales director? How do you think a national sales director would come onto a Zoom? And I'm not saying you need to try to be somebody else. I'm just trying to say, let's raise the bar and let's be our best. And guess what? Just a little secret. You see this? Those are pajama pants. We are on Zoom. It's okay. No, I wouldn't not wear pajama pants to the boardroom. But guess what, you guys? From here up, does this not look like, it looks like a business owner. And when you're in business owner mode, it is confidence building. Am I right? Wouldn't you agree? Okay. All right, ladies. So please take that to heart. And you know what? If you are not feeling well, or if you just were working out in the garage, or moving your son, or working in the garden, we still want you to show up. But if you're distracted or cooking, or you're just not feeling your best, or you're not going to have a great angle or great lighting, it's okay to turn your camera off. Now, will it make us sad if we're just seeing people, like just seeing pictures? Yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun. It's more fun to see those pretty faces. And so I hope that you hear my heart when I talk about raising the bar. It is intended for you to take it to a new level and just represent your organization the best that you can. And also, you can count on me to dress well and represent all of you. And I know that I can count on you to dress well and represent me. Okay? All right. It's time for the top 3. Holy smokes. We have some ladies rocking it this week. Again, it was a nail biter finish. Holy smokes. So we had number 3 with 1,900 points from the Linda Sigel unit, Jenny Hastenberg. Woo-hoo! Jenny, please unmute. I've got a quick question for you, sister. Are you ready? Where'd Jenny go? Oh, there she is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell Jenny the question while she's unmuting. Okay. So hey, Jenny, how are you?
Good.
I know you're working. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Jenny.
Yes.
What drives you enough to be consistently working your business?
I don't know. I'm just excited. It's you guys, I think.
I love that. So Jenny, are you going for a certain position? Or are you like saving money for anything in particular? What's your dream in your heart?
So I've actually thought about that because last night I thought a lot about my story. What is my I story? Because there's so much to me, but I want everybody to feel important. And growing up, I was the peanut gallery. Nobody wants to hear from the peanut gallery. And I never had a voice. And I don't want anybody to feel like that.
Wow. I love that. Jenny, we value you and you are amazing. And I thank you for going out there and working your business daily so you can give others that same opportunity to have a voice. So thank you. Congratulations
Thank
again. Let's
you.
give her a big round of applause for Jenny, our number 3 this week. Okay, number 2 from the Centra Hannish unit with 1,931 points. Sherry Rice. Woo! Sherry, could you unmute? And the same question for you.
Yes.
What drives
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Perfect. Okay.
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
What drives me is just being able to lift others up and empower women, inspire them. I mean, it just feels absolutely amazing to see their faces and see how it makes them feel to get pampered. So I just want to keep doing that, just loving on other women and letting them know you are beautiful. Makeup doesn't make us, but because we're already beautiful, but it does enhance us, makes us feel better, makes us feel more confident.
I love that. I love that.
So that's the main thing. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where
Thank
what
you.
I'm say is that you are hooked on making a difference in the lives of others. And so I think that's
Yes.
beautiful. And you keep doing it. And we need you. We need you and Jenny
Yes.
at the next level in this business so you can show other women how to do that.
Yes.
And so thank you for your consistency and consistently working. All right, ladies.
Thank you so much. And I did make senior consultant
Yay!
yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yay. So I'm moving on up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
So red jacket pretty soon.
That's right. You're a decision away from Red Jacket, and we can't wait to spotlight you on here. So here we go. Another round of applause
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Sherry Rice. Woo, woo. Okay, now
Thank you.
you're so welcome. Our queen this week from the Janice Strunk unit with 1,972 points is Lori Parks. Woohoo! Congratulations, Lori. Lori,
Thank you.
I know that you've been super busy in your life. You've had a lot going on and that happens, everybody has life happen and involved in a lot of stuff. But what drives you to work your business consistently?
I'm going to kind of say what the other two said. It's making your clients feel important, making them care about their skin. I had a gal come today for the 4th time, and she started with the repair set. She's in love with the way her skin feels. And then she has a wish list in her folder that I have for her. And every time she comes back, she purchases what she had on her wish list, and then I show her new things, and that goes on her wish list for the next time. And these are people that are my age that have never used good skincare, never wore makeup, and now they see what it can do, and then they come back and they're wanting foundation and eyeshadow and eyebrow tint, and they want to look beautiful, and that makes me feel good.
I love that. It is an addictive feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Like
is.
it's like it's a better dopamine hit than
Yes.
getting on your cell phone. Like,
And it just makes you want to do more and more and more.
it's
Yeah.
real and it's lasting. Okay, so one other quick thing, and then I'm going to turn it over to our amazing trainer, Jessica. Lori, you also have a goal to become an independent sales director. And so I know that you're working consistently and you have actual date that you have set to go into DIQ. Why do you feel like the sales director position is appealing to you?
Because I want a team, and I am, I have very good work ethic. I always have. So it makes me want to do more.
Mhm.
And I want to have my own team to guide.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you're going to be such a great director because you're unselfish and you have the best for others at heart. And what you're all saying, that it drives you because you help people feel good. Just wait till you become an independent sales director and you help someone be able to have choices in life, to be able to have financial freedom, like
Yeah.
as your team. It is what you're describing and then some. And so thank you, Lori. Congratulations.
Well, plus I have a very good role model, and that's you.
Aw, you're so
Yes.
sweet. You're so kind. Love you, friend. Okay,
Love you.
let's give her another round of applause. Lori
Thank
Park.
you.
Yay. All right. Next up, we have the amazing Jessica Harvey. So take it away, Jessica.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jana. That was perfect. And ladies, nice job with just everything you're doing. I'm so excited to hear from all the top ladies and some of the things you guys were saying. I was like, yep, I'm going to talk about that in my training. So that's awesome. So tonight, my training is all about how to connect with clients face to face. Let's see, okay, just making sure my picture's not showing up. Okay, there we go. I was like, I can't see everyone and I can't see myself. Okay. So I'm going to talk to you guys about connecting with clients face to face. So this is the biggest thing ever. I love training on this. My girls have heard me say the best slogan that was ever created in Mary Kay was "Faces take you places." That was like the best thing ever. Like, I want to tattoo it on my forehead. I should probably just get a shirt. I know I say the same joke every time, but it's like, oh my God, that is like the best slogan. So everything, nothing happens until you're in front. And Mary Kay said nothing happens until you sell something, but you need to be in front of someone, right? You can't just, probably not, maybe 1 in a million, someone will come knocking on your door and say, I heard you sold Mary Kay. But most of the time you need to be in front of people. Okay. So connecting with people. And now we're in this world where, back in the day, you had to go to someone's kitchen table and do a pampering session. Now we have so many choices. And really what that can do is open up a whole world for us. So many of you might work only in person. Many of you might only work virtual. Many of you might just do a certain type of party, but I'm going to teach you how to kind of have like a bag of tricks ready to go so that you're ready for anybody. So first of all, we need to figure out our why. So why do we want to work face to face? Well, first, it builds a stronger trust and a deeper relationship with people. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be actual face to face. It can be Zoom face to face. But just think, if you were texting with me or Jana or someone, you could probably hear our excitement. But when you were in front of us, we're like, oh my gosh, we're so excited, right? So you can have your personality come through. So building stronger trust and deeper relationships. You also, it also lets the customer or the potential customer experience the products. You guys know that, right? When people put the products on their face, everybody knows this. If you could just get them to try the products on their face, right, Lori? You just said that. If we could just have them try the products on their face, the products do the work for us, right? The products do everything. So we want to be in front of people for that reason too. We also want to create loyal customers who rebook again and again and again. I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. And reorder, just like Lori just said. They are coming to me. They have a wish list. They have new things. And so you want to get to where you're at that point, and you have so many people refer you. Like, oh my gosh, someone else can give me another list of people, and someone else is like, my other friend, I thought of you. And so you want to be building that trust with people so that they keep referring you to people. And every appointment is a chance to share the product and the opportunities. We've been talking about that a lot in our training. So those are like the main reasons why face-to-face matters. And did you guys know that it takes 7 seconds for someone to make a first impression on you? So I'm so glad that Jana talked about your like image and sitting up, like how are we presenting ourselves? And so you can, if you're in person, that's what, we wear a dress or a skirt. If you're, like Jana just talked about, if you're on Zoom, you're ready to go from here on out. I am wearing a dress today for once, but I was like, I got it on. But actually, my students are like, how come you wear a dress every Monday? I'm like, how do you even notice that? You need to be paying attention to your math. But it's like, but yeah, so I guess I wear a dress every Monday. I think because I get in this habit of, being on Zoom, even if you guys aren't going to see me, it's like, you're ready for that. So when you're doing a session, even if you're not wearing lipstick that day, make sure your lipstick is right next to your desk, ready to put on. I have my eyeliner right next to my table. So every time, I know I'm always wearing a dress. Dresses are more comfortable now. When I first met Linda 17 years ago, I never owned a dress in my life. I bought one dress and I wore it again and again and again. And now I don't like wearing regular stuff. I only like wearing dresses. So it's perfect. But yeah, so have your stuff. If you need to have your eyeliner right there. If you need to have your mascara, have your whatever, so you're ready for your Zoom. So 7 seconds for someone to make a first impression on you. So are you dressed to impress? Do you have your lipstick on? Is your hair looking good? So no matter what kind of session you have. So that's kind of our why. Okay, so now we kind of have these a toolbox of sessions. So again, we have so many choices. I love 2025. We have so many choices, but it can get overwhelming sometimes. So focus on what type of experience you love. So first is in-person sessions, right? We all know what that is, getting together with someone in person. That's my favorite way to work this business. I know many directors, that's our favorite way because we were trained that way. And so now when we have new people come in, we give you guys more choices, but the main thing is, getting in front of people in person. We also have Zoom and virtual sessions. You can mail out samples ahead of time. You can walk people through an at-home spa experience, and just your face is ready. But you can also be doing the skincare session with them. So we have in person, we have Zoom or virtual sessions. If you don't want to do Zoom, you can always do a FaceTime session. Also, Facebook Messenger. You can do a video on there. So don't get stuck on, oh gosh, I don't have a Zoom account or whatever. It is a tax write-off to have a Zoom account. But you can also do a messenger party with Zoom, Messenger Zoom, or FaceTime. There's also on-the-go appointments. Okay, you might meet someone at work. You might meet someone during their lunch break or coffee break to try a new product. I know Megan just did a on-the-go appointment. Her friend tried out some hydrogel eye patches. Okay, so that's great because that's an on-the-go appointment. We also have 5 and 5 product demos. That's where you show 5 products in 5 minutes. It's super fast, memorable. You probably have a skincare item in there. Maybe you're showing like the repair set and then 4 other products. Or a skincare, but that's perfect for introducing new launches. I know Gina has brought around a little basket of the new products when they came out, went around to people's houses, just showed them the new products. So you can do like a little demo there. And then always rebooking people for seasonal updates, okay? As you know, the new products just launched. I have the new eyeshadows on. I've been wearing them since they came out. I couldn't tell anybody that I had them on. Now I can, November 1st, woo. But I love them. So I'm going to go around and be talking to all my customers about the new products. So I'm going to tell you guys what that sounds like, but I just want to give you like a couple different ways to do parties. So, like I said, some of you just do virtual only. Some of you just do 5 and 5. Some of you just do that. But I'm going to show you how to have a toolbox of ideas. So let's say that I said, hey, so-and-so, I would love to get your opinion and get together for an in-person session. Okay, let's say I'm talking to Jana on the phone, and I'm like, hey, Jana, I would love to get together with you for an in-person session. My studio's in Colorado, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually in Kansas. And I'm like, oh, perfect. We actually have a virtual session where I do the same thing. It's so much fun. I mail out samples, and we just meet on Zoom. That way you don't have to drive to Colorado. I don't have to drive to Kansas, and we can just meet on Zoom. How about that? Okay, so you have it in your back pocket, okay? Another idea is if I say, let's say I'm just like, hey, Joyce, I would love to get together with you and do a complimentary pampering session. And she's like, oh my gosh, I cannot. I have 70 kids and I have like 10,000 animals and all these things. I cannot leave my house. Okay. And I have no time. So then I can say, well, would a 30-minute, like or would a 30-minute session be better for you? Would a 15-minute session be better for you? Or even we have these 5 and 5, a 5-minute session where I can show you 5 products. And she's probably like, okay, I can do 15 minutes. So you have like some options to work with so that you have some different things in your pockets. You can also do a Facebook Messenger party. I know a girl who we've done all the different things in person, virtual, and she's kind of like, I still have all these friends, but no one can come. So we did a Facebook Messenger party. Messaged all her friends and I got their contact information, sent them out samples, and then we did a virtual. So just know that you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, there's all these different ideas. Start with the one that you feel most comfortable with, and then start kind of going from there, trying to figure out what each person needs. That way you don't get to a dead end and you're like, okay, I don't know how to help you, right? Pre-COVID, we were like, oh gosh, you live in Colorado Springs. I don't know what to do because you're far away from me or whatever. And then now we're like, oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're 100 hours away, we can do a virtual session. Okay, so having some options with that. And the next is, someone asked a great question last week in the main room when we did our breakout sessions. And I thought, oh yeah, this is perfect for my training today. So how do you get someone to book their next session? I always say at the beginning of my session that today is a spa session. You can call it whatever, we say spa session. But today is a spa session, but you get 3 free sessions with your pampering package that you received. So today's a spa session. You can do a luxury hydration session next and a glamour session. So you actually get an option of 3 free sessions. So I say it over and over and over again. And I know Judy was talking about this last time in the main room, that if you say, you can call it a checkup facial, you can call it your second facial, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Luxury session is just a fancy word for checkup session. But you want to keep saying it again and again and again. We used to pass like an item around every time someone says second session or your next session or your checkup session. And it was like a fun game every time you heard it, because then people are like, wait, you didn't tell me about my second session yet. And so they just keep hearing it. So at the beginning, I let them know that today's the first session. We get to do 3 free sessions. You can pick them in any order. You guys can decide how many sessions you want to do. But I keep saying it over and over again. And then when I get together with them for their individual session, I just say, which session would you like to do for your next session? Would you like to have a luxury session or a glam session or a skincare session? So they're hearing it again and again. And my people that I'm in front of, I would say, I was looking at my numbers, almost every single person books their second session back with me because I'm saying it again and again and again, and I'm getting them excited. So a spa session is just our fancy name for whatever pampering session you guys are saying. Luxury hydration session. I know some of you say hydra session. It's the same thing. Some of you say checkup facial. Some of you say glass skin pampering, whatever. You can call it whatever. It's just basically their second session where if they bought skincare, then you're checking on them to see how their skincare is doing and you're introducing them to some supplements. If they haven't bought skincare, guess what you're doing? You're doing skincare again with them and you're introducing them to some supplements. Or let's say they did the TimeWise set and they were really like, oh, I'm really dry still, or I really want some firming. You're going to do the repair with them next. So that second session is key. And if you raise the bar and you expect them to have that next session, then they're automatically going to have that next session with you. So I always do 3 free sessions, and then I do the glam session. And some people can do glam, or they can decide if they don't want to do glam for that. Okay. All right. And then the last thing is when you're closing that appointment, I just talked about this already, but which session would you like to do? I always say, which session would you like to do for your next appointment? A spa session, a luxury session, or glam session? Not, do you want to get together again? Okay. Not, do you want to do another session? No, it's not a yes or a no. It's a, which session would you like to do for your next appointment? We have luxury or glam or spa, whatever you call it. Okay. Now, the tip is 80% of bookings that don't schedule on the spot won't hold. So if someone, Donna talked about this last week, if they're in front of you right then and there, you want to schedule them right then and there. So you need to have your calendar ready, your weekly plan sheet ready. And just like Donna talked about last week, you can go right into it. Are evenings or weekends better for you? Whatever your two options are. Is Saturday or Sunday better for you? Whatever your two options are. Is 10 a.m. or noon better for you? And you're booking them. And so even if they say, I got to talk to my friend, you're like, let's just pencil it in. Even if you have a pen, it's okay. You can pencil it in. Even if it's digital, pencil it in. So you want to make sure that you're just going ahead. You're booking them for that next session. Okay. Now, sorry, I said that was last thing. But last thing is to keep track of what you guys are doing. So, sorry, Jana, did you want to say something real quick, or do you want me to wait till you're?
Just, you can go ahead and finish up, but don't send everybody to the rooms because we need to hear from one more person real quick.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so keeping track of this. So how do you keep track of this? Okay, I'm going to show you two different forms, and I already sent them to Donna, so they should be on the app already under Doc. She's nodding. Okay, perfect. So there's two different ways. One, I'm going to show you what I use. I just ran out of time, but I'm going to be quick. I'm going to show you what I use. I went ahead and took out my customer's information, except for one person in there, so you can see an example. And then one is I believe it's Heather Daniel Kent example. But here is a layering sheet. Well, actually, let me show you mine first. Let me show you mine first. Okay, so what I do is I took out everybody, so you don't have all my people in here. You guys can see my screen. Yes. Okay, so I put the person's name, and then I just have my first session, which is called a spa session. How many items did they purchase? Then, did they do a luxury hydration session? How much did they purchase for that? A glam session? How much did they purchase? Now, I have a whole sheet, and I go through, like, let's say, I just have Jody in here right now, but let's say she didn't do a luxury session, then this box will be highlighted red, so that I know if it says no on it, then I know that she hasn't done that session yet. Glam session. Has she been a hostess for me? She hasn't, so that's usually marked red. Has she given referrals? Does she love the products? Has she done a career chat? What's her level of interest? Has she watched a video? And you can do whatever you do. We do different things. But once new products come out, the Q1, I got together with her for a pampering session when the new quarter came out, and I can see what her total was. Did I get together with her for the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and then the holiday? So it just keeps track of what you're doing. Heather Daniel Kent also has this sheet on Canva that you can see. You can customize what the different boxes are, but that way you can keep organized and you're not trying to figure out like, who's done what kind of session. And when you see 30 faces in a month, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, who do I need to go back to talk about that? Okay, so to recap, make sure you're flexible about what session and styles that you're offering to people. Always offer another option. Never let the conversation just end at no. Book their next appointment right on the spot. Track your customer's journey so you can know to layer them for the opportunity. And then each face-to-face connection really builds that loyalty, that confidence, and that growth. So just think, if you had all these customers, 30 customers in a month, and they're all deep and wide, you saw each of them 3 times, and then each quarter, and you kept seeing them and seeing them, now you have customers for life that you can spend time with. Okay, I tried to do that fast. All right, Jana, it's your turn.
All right, ladies. Hey, it has been brought to my attention that we had someone that put in points that the points did not pop in at all. But she actually would have been our queen. So I want to hear from the Centra Hanish unit, Patty Lovejoy. She had 2,045 points this last week. Congratulations, Patty. Patty, what drove you to work your business consistently to lead up to this last week?
Well, I had a very interesting October, so I had a bunch of cancellations, and I realized that the thing I was doing wrong is I was not pre-profiling.
Very good.
Yep. Yeah. So I pre-profiled this party, and all but one person showed up, and all but one person bought. It was over $600 in sales for the week, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun out of that, and booked 2 appointments from that party. So it was a great week. It was really a great week. It felt really good.
Great job, Patty. Okay, so you
Thank
guys
you.
are going to break up into groups. And so if you have questions about what pre-profiling means, make sure to ask your independent sales director, or maybe you can ask in the group. So thank you, Patty. Thank you
You're welcome.
for mentioning that. And ladies,
Sure.
if you have a bunch of points, you can reach out to your independent sales director and ask her if the points went in, because we have access to see all of that. So
Right.
anyway, yeah, we don't want to miss out on hearing from anyone, any rock star weeks. So anyway, all right, ladies, if you have 0 bookings on your books, go ahead and stick around right here. If you have 1 or 2, go into the bronze room. If you have 3 or 4, go on into the silver room. And if you have 5 or more, go into the gold room. So, all right. Have an amazing week, friends. Donna, do you have the rooms ready?
Mhm.
Yeah, she put them up.
For some reason, it wasn't popping up on mine.
They came up.
Here we go.
Okay, I think Linda, you're the
Yep.
charge of the main room. It looks like everyone's here.
Okay. I was just checking to see because
It kicked me back out. Sorry.
until I clicked on more, I could not see the breakout rooms.
Right. And it
So
I think
it's
people are
not
coming
looking
back.
quite normal. But we'll go ahead. Are all of you looking at me, have no bookings on your books? Is that correct? If that's right, then you're in the right room. Okay, perfect. Well, let's start with questions. What Jessica did was give you lots of ideas. The fun thing about this is regardless of what your life is, your schedule, your interest, there is something everybody can do that works. And everything she talked about can be done in person if that's what you prefer, or it can be done virtually if that's what you prefer. So, thoughts, questions, ideas? You can unmute yourself so you can, this is our participation time. So what was the thing you heard? If you can't think of something else, tell me what was the thing that you heard that gave you an encouragement? Anybody?
I like the layering sheet.
It helps you keep track
Right,
of what you have and haven't done.
exactly.
Yep. And you know what I've learned? I can think, okay, I know that she's going to do that, or I know that we discussed that. sorry, 2 or 3 weeks later, I do not know what I talked about with that person.
Right.
So do not rely on your memory, even if your memory is 100 times better than mine. Do not rely on that because you talk to too many people and you have too many other things going on in your life, and then it just doesn't all work out to remember what's what. Anybody else have anything they had a thought about or concern?
I like the option of giving them a shorter appointment if they have an objection to not having enough time. So,
Right.
And Linda,
Everybody's got 5 minutes to hear about 5 products.
mhm.
Yes, Judy.
I'm wondering how many people know how to put a spreadsheet like that together?
Mm.
Because
Not
that
me.
would stop me.
But guess what? Do you have a piece of paper and a pen? Do it that way. Old school. I have learned that when I hear about things that are like that appear complicated to me, that's just me. For me, that's complicated. I don't have to do it that way. That's the thing to remember. You can print off that layering sheet from Heather Daniel Kent and check mark things, or you can just write the person's name. We have talked in the past about getting a notebook, just a spiral notebook, and you write your person's name at the top and write the information about her. And then maybe you have your checklist of the things you want to do. Which of the 3 appointments has she reordered? Have you invited her to the holiday event? And just everybody's got their own page, and then you can write notes about that. So it doesn't matter if you don't do the tech, there's always a way to do it. Judy.
Yes, and the other thing is, after, next month, it'll be 54 years for me, girls. What I have discovered is that you need to have a system in place so that you do it right away. Like, if you're coming home at night and you want to get it in then, or you do it the next morning, but you have to have a specific time during the week when that kind of thing absolutely positively gets done. Because if it doesn't, all these unmade decisions or uncompleted tasks pile up to get to where they're so big that then you can't even think about doing them. You're overwhelmed by it. And that's the same thing like with your weekly accomplishment sheets. If you're not doing them on a weekly basis, then you lose the benefit that you get from doing it. But Friday afternoon was my time. And then finish up, things that would come in on Saturday to complete the week. But that's when I went to the bank, that's when I did everything. And you really have to have a system, in a day and a time that you do it, and you do it. You just doggone darn it, do it, because otherwise it will get away from you. And even though it's the best system in the world. That's my 2 cents.
And that's good information.
May I ask a question?
Absolutely.
So I need that system because I am finding that my profile cards and everything are starting to pile up, and it's piling up because I need that time to put them into my customers. So is it better to come home, right from the session and put that information in? Or is it better to have a day, like you said, Judy, and just go, okay, on this day, I honestly had to apologize to my husband and said, I will clean this up because it's kind of everywhere because I'm not done with that person yet. Like I need to have a chat with this person. So I don't put the card away because I want to talk to them. And so what is a system that I could implement?
Well, it's got to be up to you. When you come home from an event or from an appointment, is it late in the evening? Are you ready to crash? Your brain's not working anyway. Or your family is waiting for you to go out for dinner or whatever. You have to know what works for you. We really can't tell you, but you need to sit down and talk to yourself and say, if I don't do it this evening, then I've got to make sure maybe the day to write thank you notes, to do follow-ups, to file them, to put them in the weekly accomplishment sheet. And that weekly accomplishment sheet is very important. I next month will be with Mary Kay 36 years. I still do my own weekly accomplishment sheets. You know why? Because it's a reality check. Oh, I didn't do as much as I thought I did this week. Or if you keep it going, if you don't, because you still have Saturday. My goal was always to have at least $300 in sales every week. When I got to Friday night, if I am tracking that, in other words, I'm totaling what I've had selling for the week, maybe I'm at 250 or 275, and I know on Saturday I have to get one more order. Or maybe I'm at 450 and I think I always want to go to the next 100. That has always been my rule. My minimum was $300 a week, but at whatever point I was, I wanted to get to the next 100. And if I happen not to do that, and then on Sunday I did my totals and I was 497, and I know I could have called my sister and sold her a hand cream or something, I was aggravated with myself. And it's holding yourself accountable. It's knowing what you're doing. It's following your numbers. When I first started my business, I really didn't have an interest in doing anything. I was like, don't expect anything from me. And then when it started happening, you know, Mary Kay is the kind of business, if you just let people know what you're doing, you are going to have results because it's a great product and people know that. Although I will tell you, people don't know that as much as they used to. We've gotten hidden in the bushes here a little bit, and we need to get out there and talk about our fabulous product. But my husband one time said, you're really doing really well, but you tried. You know, what if I was on purpose? You are on purpose when you figure out, Gina, what works for you. And maybe if your family's not been together all day, now you've been gone in the evening, maybe saying, I'm home, but don't expect anything from me is not appropriate for your family. Or maybe it is. Maybe it needs to be the next day. But like I said, don't count on your memory. You may need to have 5 minutes of silence. Make your notes of the things you don't want to forget about from that appointment if you're not going to deal with it right then. And so that's a very individualized thing. That may not be what you wanted to hear, but you know, it works different for everybody. And that's the beauty of this business. It works. I just read a thing that someone says, I need to talk to somebody. I have 5 young kids. I'm homeschooling and I'm doing this business. Who else does that it works for? They needed to hear that it worked for them. That is not the situation some of the rest of us have. So that's the beauty of Mary Kay. It works for all of us in a different way. But the bottom line is we have to do it. And Jessica gave you all sorts of ideas. Now you pick what works for you. Just like Judy said, I can't do a spreadsheet. Me either. But I do have a pen and paper, and I know how to file things and organize it so I can find it. I also don't want to do Messenger to Zoom or whatever it was. So you don't have to. I don't have to. I can sell by getting someone at my table, or I can sell by getting on an appointment with her with Zoom. That works for me. So of all these great ideas, pick one or two and make them yours. Don't
Also-
let all the ideas fly over your head.
Yeah.
And
But,
bury
you know, Linda, other
Judy.
consultants may have a system. You know, you should talk to your sister consultants because some are very well organized and they can help you more than those of us that have been around, you know, a really long time.
But the thing to do is don't pick anybody to get advice from that you would not want to trade places with. So if you're at a meeting and you see someone who looks like she's flying by the seat of her pants, stuff's flying out of her notebook and her purse, she may not be your organizational girl to ask. But you might see somebody else who's all about organizing. The one thing we have to do is you can organize yourself to death, but be sure that you're just not being very busy with your Mary Kay business doing non-people stuff.
Right.
And some people love to organize their things, have everything in life in order, but they never get around to working with the customer. And then you don't sell the product that you have sitting on your shelf. So it's all in a happy medium of what we can do. And sometimes there's
Are there
no
any other
square
questions?
answer because everybody's life and each individual is different. Now, we have to have a certain level of organization. We have to do the things you're talking about. And we can say, but that's not me. I just don't think like that. Well, because we're in a business, there is a level of we got to do it anyway. We have to have that system. Otherwise, we're forever lost. We have sales tickets sitting in the kitchen. We have sales tickets sitting by the bedside table. We have sales tickets on the edge of the couch. That, and then you run around like a chicken with your head cut off, looking for the information you need. So you need to find what works for you. And you do need to develop a system that's your system that you can count on yourself for. Okay,
Great
we need
question.
to close up here pretty quick unless someone has a burning question. Well, in closing, let me share this with you. I've shared it with other groups that I've led, and everybody has appreciated it. So I keep kind of sharing it because our groups are fluid and everybody changes. A practical definition of opportunity cost. If you spend too much time working on the good things, then you don't have much time left to work on the great things. Understanding opportunity cost means eliminating good uses of time, and that's what makes it hard. So make sure you're not focusing so much on things that are good that you leave out the things that are great. Sometimes to have great results, we have to let go of a few good things. And that's hard to do because they're good. but that will move you ahead in your business. Thank you, everybody, for being on this week. And we will look forward to seeing you next week, right back here for our meeting. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good week.
You too.